All right then, hello everybody, welcome to BRL Season 15, Round 5 here at Silverstone Reverse. At the minute, it's looking like it's going to be completely dry. Our Henson's let me know that in the chat. So, pretty good for, I think, most some people here. Last time it was a wet race out here about, I don't know when the season was, but wherever it was a banger of a race when it was in that wet period. Right now, though, it's looking like it is going to be completely dry for all of quali and all of the race. We've got 14 drivers here, could be having 15, but right now we're trying to get Deacon back in. That's why you might have seen me just trying to go on the invites here. Let's see, is he on the line again? We'll give him a few invites. Hopefully he's all okay with that. If he joins, he joins. If he doesn't, we'll keep trying throughout the rest of this qualifying session. Then from there, if he can't join, then we will be done. But meanwhile, I done a few laps of this track myself. It's a pretty hard one to get done in a qualifying session, I feel like. I only did a couple of laps, but there are some people out here with some very good laps. Wolfie, I believe, with a 25.9 in time trial, a small one with a 26.2. I've seen myself do 26.3 with a few limited laps, but yeah, there are some very quick times out there, and I will not be surprised to see other people who were really good last time at Silverstone Reverse come out pretty much out of nowhere, really. Our Henson has the main two. Both of those drivers were in Haas at the time, and they're back again, back at Silverstone Reverse, so we'll see how they go. But someone I want to go and keep eyes on for this first lap is a small one. Like I said, a 26.2 for his first lap is an incredible lap for time trial. We'll see how it goes for his first lap here, though, of Silverstone Reverse. We're going to see here going towards turn 1. Very tricky braking zone, though, in towards turn 2. You're full lock left, so it's pretty easy to lock your tyres if you've got anti-lock brakes off. But he's managed that one pretty well. Through turn 3, he was pretty good too. Clipped the curb nicely. Now backwards through Stowe, and now to the DRS point where you end Sector 1. Interestingly enough, he's not using much battery as of yet, but yeah, there you go. As soon as I say that, he's going to turn on the overtake button. 27.0 first sector. I'm not really too sure how well the sectors kind of translate here, but right now, looking pretty solid through most of this lap so far. Riding all these curbs quite nicely. Now heading towards the cops. This is where I found you're quite likely to spin the car, but this morning, in fact, keeps it in 8th gear, so he's probably not thinking about going to those, dabbing it down to that one lower gear there. Meanwhile, the Haas is stopped at the exit of Maggots now. Obviously, it's supposed to be the entry if you do it around one way, but yeah, we're in the reverse section, so it'll be completely different now. The small one, though, just having a really nicely dialed in lap here. I can expect laps in the 25s from what we're seeing here, but right now, looking pretty good. A little bit of a lock up there for the small one, it looked like, but everything seems pretty nice. He's rotate the car decently there, a little bit of understeer. Goes quite well away from the curb there too. I feel like he should be trying to use as much of it as possible, but across the line he will go for a 26.8. Let's see who'll be next up. I think it was Hazard, who was the one that was struggling there. See the drama? No, Blackbone. He is well off there. But Bluebird to the line, but will he go behind the small one? So at the minute, it looks like he's lost some decent pace in that car. And there you go, Thomas P3, another pretty decently good front runner. 27.1. SX Perry on 27.3. Henson there for a 27.2. All these guys are quite close to each other here, and I did not expect them to be this close. Graham across the line in a minute. He'll go last of the times at a minute with 29.8. I think G. Benny's come across the line to finish his lap 2. Where will he go? 27.2. Pretty nice laps being set across the board here so far. Who will be next? Wolfie across the line next. 26.1. That is a banker and a half for Wolfie there. Nearly 7 tenths clear. Most people see a drama. Looks like he's made a mistake on that lap or somewhat. Because obviously that is not a very representative time there. A 41.8. Blackburn, though, just going through the first sector. He's going to do his stuff too. I don't think anybody else is going to be improving twice over. So we'll just make sure we're having a quick look at that, though. I think a Swan, though. No, he's on a different lap. It looks like he's got fuel in the tank, though. So he can go again if he wants, but I don't think he's got the battery to do so. Grimo looks to be going again. Oh, that's a half spin, but he's all okay there. Very, very, very close, though. There's something bad. I think Swan will probably come into the pit lane here. Bluebird too. I think all these guys come into the pit lane and then go again soon. But I think Thomas, was he potentially doing another lap? However, though, Blackbone Purple second sector at the minute. Obviously, our championship leader right now. We'll see where he can go now, as I think Blood Diamond came across the line there for a 28-3. Very leery in that final couple corners there. We'll see where he goes. He said he was struggling with it in the practice bits that he's been doing. 26-4 for him, so on the front row, but he's not beaten Wolfie as of yet. Another person I want to see out at the minute, Pablos. I want to see him out eventually. I'm late, but I'm here to see my Gotar Henson. We've got the Henson Superfan is back in. I love to see it. Whoever you are probably just someone that I know anyway, but it does not matter. It's been great to have him always in the stream, at least some sort of entertainment. But yeah, seeing Jama on his second lap on the same set of tyres, he goes ahead of Graham in a minute. Grimmo will come across the line shortly. Superfan is back again as per usual. I love it. But anyway, Thomas as well, actually, someone will be improving in a second. Grimmo, I don't think he's going to set a representative time because we did see him quite wayward in one of these corners. So yeah, he's going to go again, looking by his I said live, love, watch, Gotar Henson. Honestly, whoever it is, it could just be Henson himself. That's why he sat in the pit lane. Whoever it is, it's amazing. I don't care. I don't think it is anyway. I mean, I think he's the messaging while he's racing otherwise. So yeah. Anyway, getting a bit sidetracked here is Thomas. Though, a couple sets up, he could have a chance here at top 3. We'll have to wait and see how he goes. I think after this up, we'll just very quickly try and get Kit back in the lobby. If he can't do it, he can't do it. But yeah, Thomas got quite a lot of battery, in fact, to use here. Oh no, this actually is a nightmare from Wolfie. Meanwhile, though, Thomas got slide. He does go third, as we expected there. I've got to give my identity secret, but I can confirm that I am not going side, so I'm probably assuming that says. Yeah, anyway, Thomas, though, half second improvement. That's a lovely lap from him. And if that's with the same set of tyres, he's got a chance of going even quicker there, maybe even challenging for that top 2 spot. But yeah, I think with Blackbone asking, will you DSQ to Wolfie in a minute? It's a pretty valid question, because obviously right now, actually on the minute, is Essex Ferry catching Hazard at the wrong time here? Yeah, both of them currently on laps. Unfortunate stuff. Hazard obviously is trying to do his lap. It's actually the first race he'll be doing properly this season. But yeah, Essex Ferry probably going to be very happy that he's got a Haas in front of him, giving it a bit of dirty air. Wolfie asking if he should go and disqualify himself here. I mean, he can if he wants. Oh, and Essex Ferry has a bit of a half spin there. Actually, not really a half spin, it's definitely a proper spin. But he will not be staying quick lap as of yet. But I think we're going to see, I think a small one on his starting lap there. Anyway, sorry. The Blood Diamond will go across the line now. Could be in 27s here. He's in 27s? Not quite. And he's also a bit of a ways off Essex Ferry there. Hazard as well, a bit of a ways off, but he is in the 27s. Bluebird going to start a lap as well. Thomas coming into the pit lane 2. Come on, Gotar Henson, you've got this. We've got some real big superfans here. But yeah, anyway, the small one currently, is he improving in this sector? 2 tenths up. So this really could challenge for the top 3. We've been seeing his pace be pretty electric in time trial. We're going to maybe see now if it could be converted in an actual qualifying session. I'm not sure if anyone else is out there at the minute. Potentially, I think that's the V Cup there. Maybe CJ Drama coming around the final quarter to start his up. Maybe that's Pablos, one of the two. But whatever it is at the minute, we're still watching the Kickstarter at the minute of the small one. And he looks pretty dialed in once again. I don't know how much more dialed in. We'll see that now as he comes to his second sector. A little bit further up here. So, yeah, he's really got a chance to displace Thomas or potentially Blackbone, depending on these final couple corners. Look at him go here. Third gear. Looks to be pretty nice. Didn't see any visible lockups. And now looking like he's rotating the car pretty well, using a bit more of the curb. Like I said to you a bit earlier, Grimmo, I think, went 11th fastest there. And now the small one across the line. Where does he go? Top 2 for the small one. Just beats out Blackbone for now. Blackbone's got some competition there, as it seems. Bluebird as well, temping a bit up. We'll see where he goes, because normally he's been the one to contend with Blackbone this whole season so far. Across the line, Bluebird will go. Where does he go? Stays 5th fastest, but he has got a couple more tenths extra added on with that lap. So we'll see who else going to be going quickly in a minute. Pablos, I think, is going to start his lap. He's the person we should be counting out here, Pablos. So let's have a quick look at how he does in these first couple of corners here. Trusty who's currently going round it. I think that's a bit of a wide apex there, though, for Pablos to turn 2. We'll be all good. Try and keep a ball with him, but obviously we're also going to try and have a look and see how everybody else is going. DK is finally joined, so that's brilliant news. He can get him sort of in his Red Bull seat, and he should be all okay. Meanwhile, though, Pablos ending the first sector here. No purple so far, so we'll see how the rest of his lap evolves, but I think there's other people coming across the line here. Is that a McLaren of G. Benny? No, it's McLaren of Blackburn. He's on out lap. Is that our Henson coming across the final corner? I think it is. So we'll see here. He's also finishing up his lap. Where does he go? Coming across the line now. Goes ahead of G. Benny. Close to Bluebird, but unfortunately not enough to displace him in that top 5 spot so far. Grimmo across the line. He goes into P9 now. And is anybody else coming across for these last laps? Is Swan going again? No, I believe he's going to come to the pit lane. Let's carry on out lap here. Pablos just went through the middle sector. He hasn't validated, but I think he... it looks like he's still pushing, so I believe he'll probably go and do the rest of the lap, get a bit of a delta going, and see how he goes from there. The Ferrari Bluebird is behind him, but we know he's not on another lap as of yet. Blackburn could potentially be the McLaren behind him, though, as Pablos will slow into the pit lane instead of getting that delta. D-Kit is finally in the session, though. G. Benny as well. A couple hundredths up here, so he could definitely try and get a bit more of a golf. Close towards P6, P8. Let's have a quick look here now as he goes across the line. He's got nowhere to deploy. Can he improve on the time? He does just a little bit, though. I think he'll definitely take that one, though, anyway. Graham, though, still a bit up on his time. There's yellow flag for an Alpine now. I think that's Wolfie trying to set up a lap. Graham goes faster, but unfortunately not to challenge CJ Drama just yet. Who else will come across the line in a second? I think that's Blackbone across the line. No, he's in the pit lane. So I think he'll be not very happy with the lap that he's done there. Our Hens should be going to the pit lane too. Who else is coming through for a lap a bit? Maybe Wolfie. We saw him slowing up to start his lap. He's just going through this first sector now. How is he looking? If it's good enough, then we won't cut away. But I believe Essex Perry's on a lap as well, so we'll see how he is doing here. Wolfie in the first sector. He's a couple hundredths up. We'll see Essex Perry here. He's half a second up, though, so he could, or nearly half a second up. We could be seeing, in fact, challenging... Yeah, I mean, we could be seeing, in fact, challenging top 5 here if he's got that sort of improvement in the last sector here. Let's have a quick look. Essex Perry, he's going to come across the line in a couple of moments' time. Our heads are cooking. Yeah, he's P6 at the moment. It may not be where he was in the previous Silverstone reverse quality, but I'm sure he's got more time in him. Essex Perry, though, gets very close to our Henson Bluebird. He's got some good pace in that car as well. G. Benny looks to not be on a lap anymore. Blood Diamond looks to be going as well. S. Graham isn't going at the minute, but neither is going at the minute. They've got to watch out for Wolfie right now, and that is a bit late for Hazard to see him. Wolfie's got deep, and he won't be very happy with that one. I don't know if Wolfie was improving on the lap at all, but he definitely will not be happy with that one. Let's have a good look at the sector time. So he's been improving. He has been by a couple hundredths each time. Wolfie won't be too happy with that Haas. But who else is going at the minute? Let's see. CJ Drama is going to start his lap in a moment's time. Pablos, obviously about a valid lap at the minute. CJ Drama saying, this is bad. I don't know where I'm going. Fortunately, yeah, down at P12 in a minute. He'll be going again right now. But yeah, he's not very comfortable with the circuit at the minute. We'll have to wait and see the rest of the people coming through right now. I think Hazard is on our lap. Everybody else in is sort of doing a bit of calm here now before the rest of these laps go through. Hazard currently nearly 6/10 up, so that is a massive improvement on the lap that he's currently doing right now. We'll see where it lands him by the end of this qualifying lap here, but it looks like this will be his last lap, unless he's fueled up for 2. But once again, now be on used tyres, so we'll have to wait and see how he goes at the end here. Escobar should be going to the pit lane at the end of this lap, unless he's going for again. No, he's going to pit lane. So let's see where Hazard's going now. He's, once again, pretty dialed in through a lot of these sectors, maybe a tiny bit wobbly through there. The Henson Glazer saying, once they're going to be back. They say he's flashed through 2 purples there, and he's 8.5 up here, Hazard. So I'm not expecting to challenge the top here, but he looks like he's going quite quickly no matter what is happening in a minute. I assume he'll probably end this up about a second up, closer to where his teammate is, while Henson potentially hit a Bluebird too. Let's have a look as he comes across the line here. He's using all the deploy that he can across the line for his final lap, I'm sure, in the 26s, but unfortunately not ahead of Essex Perry, our Henson or Bluebird But a good lap nonetheless from Hazard there. He's to cement himself in P8 maximum. If anybody else can improve behind, I'd assume G. Benny, Pablos as well, Dekit too. But Dekit here, this is actually going to be his only lap, unless he's got two laps fueled up on board here with that Red Bull. We'll see those. He comes across the line shortly. See a drama as well. Looks like he's starting another lap there, so he's got a lot of fuel in that car. Across the line, Dekit will go. He will go for a 28.8. He has got a chance to go again as long as he's got fuel left in that car, and I believe he will. But yeah, a bit of a worrying one for Dekit there. He's been quite high up in a lot of these races so far, so to see him a bit further down in a minute is not great. Hazard's lap is the lap that's going to count, though, for him, as right now he is now on minimal fuel. He will not be able to do another good lap at this rate. Deacon has to be pushing on again, so look, there you go. So he's actually got no more fuel left after this lap, so he's just going to try and push without the battery in his car and see where it lands him. But yeah, it's him currently pushing. We've also got CJ Drama currently pushing. Swarm, I think, has actually already started his last lap here, so let's see how he's going to go. It's a big snap. He's off the track. And I think he'll probably try and just quickly make sure he fuels. His fuel's all okay. He'll be one of the last ones, in fact, to cross the line here, as Wolfie behind is also already started his lap. As any of these guys coming through, going quicker, CJ Drama's going about 10th quicker. We're seeing DK about 8 cents down there, so we'll quickly watch CJ Drama. Although actually Wolfie's coming to the end of the first sector. Where's he going to be on this lap? A couple hundredths up. CJ Drama across the line. Where does he go? Goes ahead of Dekit. So Dekit here, unfortunately for him, won't be going any quicker than that lap. The small one currently, I don't know if he's going to be done in this qualifying session, but he's got to make sure to make the line in time. Blackmode's going as well. He's gone quite early. Grimo 2 is away. Pablos is also away, and he's been quite early with this one. Probably not wanting to get caught up by any traffic. 26.8 in the first sector for him. Wolfie, let's see where he is at around these final couple bends. The small one, I believe, is behind him. Blackmode's retired. He is probably validating his lap. He's not going to go any quicker than third fastest. Wolfie, though, looks to still be in contention to go and take this pole position lap even further away. Let's have a look now as he rounds through the final couple of quarters. The small one, I think, should be able to just make it. He's behind him in a minute, but we might be seeing him ahead by the end of this lap. We'll have to wait and see. Wolfie come across the line. Can he take it into the 25s in this lap? He absolutely can. That's nearly 6 cents clear of anything we've seen so far. The small one will just get in to the end of this. So I think Wolfie's actually disqualified himself, so he's maybe going to stick to his word. Yeah, there you go. Wolfie disqualified the session. Blackmode can't improve. The small one could be. Let's see who else is going to come across the line in a minute. I think Pablos is right now. All the chats are currently blocking my way. Pablos goes to fourth fastest. Good lap for him as he's only had one lap. There's Bluebird Miles up as well. He's not going to improve anymore. Who else come across the line in a minute? I think it's Grimo. Grimo across the line now. Whoever is typing, I don't know who this is. Please just not type for a minute because I cannot see the map otherwise. Grimo across the line. He goes P9. Who else is going out there in a minute? Henson, currently a couple cents up. He can maybe land himself on the second row of this grid. Across the line, Henson will go in a minute. Can he go any better for the second row? He can't, unfortunately, just misses out on P4. Who else coming through now? I think Graham. No, he's done. Thomas, though, he can be the threat to the pole position of the small one. Across the line he goes. He does go fastest, but it's a small one going faster. He is going faster. Essex Perry with a lap to go P2. That's an incredible lap when he needed it. Blood Diamond across the line. He can't improve. G. Benny can't improve either. He's going to come across the line very slowly. It's all now down to the small one. Can he take it away from Thomas? And can he take the front row away, especially from his teammate Essex Perry, who's jumped out of nowhere? It's a P2. It's a small one across the line. Can it be the 25s? It can't be the 25s, but it's pole for the small one. An incredible jump in performance. I don't know what has happened, but he has been rapid around here. Incredible stuff. Blackbone, what am I watching? Indeed, what am I watching? If I went into this qualifying session, I would not have thought in the slightest here that this would be the top three. The small one on pole, Thomas alongside him, and Essex Perry in third. What has just happened? What? A Sauber 1-3 in a minute. If they can keep that race pace up, this is an incredible performance from these guys. A small one on pole, Thomas alongside him. Incredible top three with Essex Perry there as well. Blackburn P4, Pavlos P5, our Henson P6, Bluebird P7, Hazard P8, Grimo P9, G Benny rounds our top 10, Blood Diamond P11, CA Drama P12, D-Kit P13, Graham P14, and Wolfie in P15. What? I don't know what I've just seen. I actually don't know what I've just seen. I mean, obviously, Wolfie has looked like the quickest at the minute. But massive hats off to the small one, Essex Perry's particularly. Obviously, Thomas still up there again. Rose, who's on pole, we have got an insane top three. I'll show you right now as soon as the qualifying's over. Wolfie would have been on pole, but he's done the gracious thing of letting himself disqualified here. Essex Perry third, Thomas P2, the small one on pole. Insane stuff in that qualifying, honestly. Like, please go watch it back once this is done. Once again, yeah, Wolfie should have been on pole by about 4 or so tenths, but the small one, he's put it somewhere. I don't know how he's managed to do that, but he's done it. Incredible stuff from him. Blackburn P4, Havels P5, our Henson P6, Bluer P7, Hanson P8, Brewer P9, G Benny P10. I did round out all this stuff earlier, but interestingly enough, some people looking like they're going for the soft tyres. We've seen a lot of them change to mediums, so we'll wait and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just really surprised by some of that stuff. But we're already going to be going right now. We've not really got much chance to talk about strategy here, but it should be medium hard. We've never fully seen it dry here at Silverstone Reverse, but we're going to see it now. The small one is going to be on pole here, leading us down towards turn one. Back and Thomas get the jump on him. It's lights out, and we're underway. It looks to me that Smallwood's got a good start there, and he's got a very good start. In fact, Blackbone too. He's had a great start from fourth on the grid, and he has taken P2. Limited contact between the pair of them. Pavlos as well making a nice start. Oh no, they're inside each other. Never mind. But he's in P4, potentially going to be P3 in a second, as everyone is sort of inside of each other here. Essex Perry drops to P5. Bluebird holding P6 in a minute. Alongside him is our Henson right now, but the small one's got away pretty cleanly from pole position. Blackbone, a great start to his race in a minute. We're going to see now Bluebird and Henson side by side. The pair of these two go now into Beckett's, and we're going to be Maggots next. Bluebird a bit wide, but he's managed to just hook it back up in time. I think he's able to relinquish that place to our Henson, but it might be just not enough for him to defend there. And there you go. Oh, yeah, to be fair, Thomas started a bad start. Oh, no, a couple of guys wide, though. Load of guys wide. In fact, they're getting really caught out by the dirty air and the high fuel so far. A load of people went wide. I think there was two, both the Hasses. I think CA Drama as well. But yeah, Wolfie, great stuff with him. He's made up a load of places. G Benny had a pretty bad start, I believe, as well. Yeah, down 4 places. But yeah, Blackburn and Pavlos, the two main gainers here. And it could be free as Blackburn to the inside, just managing to keep it in the track limits, so I believe, but he's side by side with the small one. The small one goes back to the inside. Can't make it work. The Pavlos, though, lurking behind there. Maybe the small one's race pace is not up to scratch. However, right now, we're looking at tyres. Everyone is on a set of mediums. We're going to see now, though, the small one, he's going to challenge into turn one here. He's not being careful, though. On the inside he goes. Can he keep it on the track? He just can. And he is back into the lead of the race. He's used quite a lot of battery to make it happen, but right now he's going to be very careful of the DRS that is coming up now. Blackburn should be able to make an easy pass here, as long as he can just keep it steady enough. He has done. This should be a pretty easy pass in Blackburn. Smallwood's going to try to use battery to stay ahead, obviously. Staying ahead on these sorts of tracks are key, but Blackburn there to the outside. Can't make anything work at the minute. But yeah, good move from the small one to turn one to take the lead back. But now look at that. Blackburn's getting really pressured here by Pavlos. Got a little bit on the curb, but I think Pavlos there will now sit back and wait. Essex Perry as well getting a little bit more into a rhythm here now, even though he's down to P5. Oh no, wide! Pavlos, he's wide. That could be a chance for Thomas here. He's got a lot of batteries to use as well, Thomas. He's got a chance, but he's not taking it so far. Our Henson as well looking pretty close here on the back of Essex Perry. Bluebird not having the best Bluebird not having the best results so far here in P7, but he's got plenty of time to make it work still. Meanwhile, the small one, he's not much battery to play with. Obviously, probably trying to break a gap is quite hard when your opponent's behind. A Blackburn and Pavlos, championship leader, are definitely a race-winning contender here. Last race out, in fact. Pavlos P2. If it weren't for Rose, oh no, Essex Perry, he's round. I'm not too sure what happened, but he's going to come back on the track in about P11, P12. We're a little bit careful of the Mercedes behind him. He'll just let them by. Xperi, though, unfortunately, down to P13. The small one the fastest up there. Blackburn with a bit of a cut the curb, too. But there you go. A load of people here sort of equalised on pace as everyone's sort of sat in a bit of a DRS train right now. Our Henson, though, after Xperi did a bit of a spin round, he is already DRS to help his race at the minute. Blackburn, though, should be able to make the move now. He's got the battery turned on. He's got it to the inside. He's going to keep it there in towards the next corner. It looks like he just has. The small one can't fight back on this occasion. Blackburn into the lead of this race, and he's spun around. He's half spun around. I don't know what happened, but he's managed to just save the car. He should be still on the back of this DRS train, but now behind Hazard. Probably got that ERS on a bit too early. It's quite easy to do. As soon as he was affected by that dirty air, it's half spun him round. It's quite easy. Honestly, it looks like it's just really silly mistakes. It's very easy to do. Meanwhile, Bluebird trying to go maybe round the outside here of our Henson. Can't find the grip at the minute, but right now I definitely think he's going to be smelling some blood in the water as our Henson has dropped away from the top three now without Xperi there. And it's very much expected. As soon as that DRS train is broken, it's hard to get it back. Pablos as well with a bit of a lock up there. Oh my days, indeed. Yeah, a lot of stuff's going... A lot of stuff's happening in a minute. The small one probably won't be very happy with that half spin, but good lord, I mean, he's impressed me. He's been impressing me very, very, very much these past few races. I did not expect too much of him when we did Imola, and now all of a sudden he has been... he's been insane. I mean, what, Kota to... yeah, it's basically just all of Kota. And then now it's going to be him on the back of Hazard. He's had a little bit of a twitch on the rear end there. But yeah, Silverstone right now, obviously, taking pole as well with incredible stuff from him. I know I keep saying it, but it's just a big pace jump. I'm not really expecting that sort of thing. Our driver who's been here for so few races. But yeah, right now, he's just sort of sat down in a bit of a dirty train bit here. He's in a bit of a soaring moment of signal there. You got Wolfie behind him. We're expecting Wolfie to start clearing this traffic one by one, and I think he might be starting to think about small ones soon in this race. Meanwhile, we're felt behind here. D-Kit holding on to P9 right now. Obviously with a bit of a broken DRS train here. And we'll see the drama off, and then we got Diamond off. Everyone's having a bit of mowing today as Wolfie trying his best to make a move on the small one. Can't do it right now. But yeah, right now he's just not able to do it. Oh, bit of a Larry moment for the small one again. He might be struggling on them rear tyres quite a bit. I don't know how bad overheating is, but it can be a factor in these races. Going to try to go round the outside, though. He's going to still try and stick it to Wolfie in a minute. Just because he's fast doesn't mean he can't just barge away. But no, Wolfie just manages to make it work. He's up into P7. The small one now down to P8. Maybe that's just something I find really good. It's the fact that he can come back at drivers when I don't expect him to. Or maybe when the other drivers don't expect him to. Maybe that's why I like it so much. But, yeah, whatever it is, Blackburn still holding lead a minute. This is incredible for his championship right now. No Alex in this race. Our Henson P4, though, still holding it pretty well. But his two main title rivals at the minute really occupied with each other right now in P4 and P5. And they're not fighting for the podium right now. Pablos and Thomas are basically acting as some sort of rear gunners for Blackburn until they really want to squabble for that race win. Right now, though, it's looking all okay. And that's Xperi here. I think he's just made two moves in the last two laps, and he is now up into P10 again. So you can definitely see the Sauber guys have got race pace. It's just unfortunate that they can't... massive bit of advertising boards were broken there. I think CJ Drama had an off, but he's all okay at the minute. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to say there, all mowing for CJ Drama. Yeah, the main thing I was going to say there is Sauber's still doing a pace. Xperi is still trying to cut through a bit of slower traffic for him, and the small one as well. He's still sticking pretty well to Wolfie at the back. You can tell he's still fighting him, but right now, in a minute, it's just a bit weird with what's going on. Rose, in fact, was in chat a little bit earlier saying that this could be a two-stop. I don't know if he was going to say it was 100% going to be, but it could have been a two-stop. So, even though the pit lane's quite long here, you might be able to see some drivers pulling a trigger early here. I don't think anyone will this early. No, never mind. As soon as I say it, Bluebird in the pit lane, and he's on testing a penalty for his worries. Unfortunate stuff. I think we did hear, I believe it was Wolfie talk about it, and he actually, he said, get past Hazard. Our head's just wide as well. Oh, wait, no, actually, wait, no. That was, God, hold on a minute. Wait, no. Hazard was wide, and the small one's taken an opportunity to get it as well. Maybe they were three wide, into that tyre. I don't know what happened, but yeah, maybe one of them backed out, and all of a sudden that's what happened. I've got no idea. Whatever it is, though, Bluebird is onto another set of mediums. He'll probably go hards by about lap 13 to the end of the race. Bit of an interesting call here, and he's also got that 10-second penalty. Unfortunately, he might need a safety car to make it work now. Essex Perry, though, he now gets past D-Kit. Yeah, bit more fighting in the background there as we see Blood Diamond, see a drama, unfortunately for him, struggling now, and S. Graham as well, the soft tyres. I mean, he's got longer than Bluebird, that's something you can say, but it's been pretty painful for him on those soft tyres. I will not be surprised if they are really struggling now. Pablos as well, he's doing his best to keep with Blackbone in a minute. Tomaso looking very nice. Actually, Pablos looking the worst, really. It's not really actually Blackbone looking really nice, it's really Pablos just looking the worst. Out of the three in a minute. He's not really got the battery to fight with these guys right now. Blackbone is on about the 70s, Thomas in the 80s, Pablos only in about the 20s here. As meanwhile, G. Benny gets penalty for multiple warnings. No one in top here is pitting so far. Will our Hetson try to cover off Bluebird? He will, and I think he's going to go quite slowly here into the pit lane. He don't want to speed either. The small one as well. He picks up penalty too. So yeah, a lot of people actually, in fact, I think are going to be picking up penalties here. Here you go, see the jump into the pit lane. Will he pick up one? He will pick up one as well. It's a typical pit lane. Will Graham? Will he? Yeah, he will as well. Oh my god, everyone's picking up penalties. Maybe it's the fact that most pit lanes usually are 50 mile an hour in the game, but Silverstone's one special. It's only 37. So yeah, I think some people are getting caught out quite a bit on the braking now. Surely they'll know for their second pit stop, but there you go, a load of people now will be having 10 seconds penalties here. Bluebird with 10, the small one with 10, G. Benny with 13, CJ Drama with 10, and S. Graham with 10 here as well. You can tell a load of people a little bit less used to these sorts of pit lanes in the reverse tracks. Meanwhile, though, Wolfie, just a bit of a clean air for him right now. He's got a chance potentially to make a one-stop work, and he could be in a solid top 4 spot by the end of this race. So yeah, a very big contrast to qualifying where he purposely disqualified himself and started last. But yeah, some of these people might be going for a one-stop as well. We don't know yet. Let's look at the top of the leaderboard once again. Here's Blackbone. Is he coming to the pit lane? He is. Low. 2 people coming to the pit lane here. Pablos and Blackbone. Blackbone just managed to slow down time. Same with Pablos. Pablos, in fact, knocking down the speed limit one there. There you go. Wolfie, I think, might have heard me on commentary there. He's gone very slow into the corner there. Into the pit lane there, sorry. The only person I feel like can get caught out by it right now is the Blood Diamond. He'll come into the pit lane now. Will he get caught out? No. So maybe some people are starting to hear me now. But yeah, interestingly enough here, Pablos on the set of hard tyres, and Wolfie on a set of hard tyres too. Do you think they can take him to the end? We do not know, but it's a bit of a bold call for them. Let's see if it might pay off. Bluebird is turn 1 though. Oh no, meanwhile, see Drama is round at the next up corners there. Meanwhile, Pablos and Blackbone will go breezing away from these guys. Wolfie will stick behind the small one at the minute, but he will have to repass it now. The small one, unfortunately for him, doesn't have DRS either in this race. Whatever it is though, Wolfie should be able to get him back, even on a set of hard tyres here. He'll need to take a lap or 2 to have them warm up. Meanwhile, Pablos here needs to get actually back to DRS to Blackbone, but Blackbone, I think he's going to see this as his chance to break it from Pablos, especially on the hard tyres Pablos is on now. Yeah, he's got the chance to break it here. If Blackbone doesn't, I'll be very surprised. He's got more battery, he's got the tyre advantage in the minute too. I would be assuming that Blackbone just wants to pull away as much as possible. Just make him work by his own accord here now. There's a D-Kit. Thomas will actually continue in a minute, but yeah, he's going for the one-stop here. Essex Perry could be as well. Will he come in and speed? He will as well. It's not a 50 in these anymore. Grimo comes to the pit lane. He does speed. That looked quite close. But yeah, a load of penalties here are going to be all 10-second penalties at the minute. We're going to see some track limit warnings, obviously, but yeah, a load of them are going to be pretty easily some bad ones here. Meanwhile, though, the small one sets a fast up in the race. Taking it off our Henson there at the time. Wolfie, though, is closed up to the back of that Sauber. He's going to get a lovely drive here off of Stowe, up towards Stowe. He's going to go round the outside, potentially the small one, but the small one blocks it off. Right now, though, it's going to be a pretty easy pass. I'm sure of it. The small one. No DRS. Uses the ERS. He wants to still try and fight Wolfie, but I think now he's going to go through here. Wolfie here. Yep, he does. The small one now. He's going to make sure not to have the rear go on him again. He is all okay. As CJ Jarman, meanwhile, retires the session. Unfortunate for him, but he's not really got much else to do in this race now. I think he spent the pit lane. It was quite far down in this race. He leaves the session. Unfortunate stuff from him, but yeah, he is going to be our first DNF of this race. Now it looks to be Thomas is going to come in this lap. So potential one stop on the cards for Thomas. He does make sure that he's all okay in terms of speed limit here. If he goes onto a set of hard tyres, he's either got the option open for the one stop or he's going to go for it. We'll have to wait and see now as he crosses the line to start lap 10 while in the pit lane. That looks to me like another set. Although it looks to me a set of hard tyres. It is a set of hard tyres. D-Kit as well will come into the pit lane. He does the speed. Blackbone will take the lead. Sound's gone. Oh no. The sound is all okay here in a minute. I don't know if you're hearing differently in a minute on stream. I'll give it a check in a second. Meanwhile, though, Bluebird, Henson, and Wolfie, all three of these guys close together. The small one following up behind here. Where will Thomas come out? Never mind, it's fine now. Okay, good. Thomas will come out, though. I think nearly side by side. It'll be just ahead, I think. Oh, no, unfortunate stuff there. Thomas, after a great stint, I think has been taken off there by the small one, and I think the small one as well had a lot of time lost there. Meanwhile, actually, up ahead, Wolfie gets past our Henson. That was close. I think Thomas was trying potentially to go side by side, but they didn't want it at all. Then the small one cuts across a bit too aggressively there. I don't know who'll be at fault with that one, but it looks to be more the small one there, unfortunately. We'll wait and see, though, as everything gets dished out later on in the race. Meanwhile, though, Bluebird still holds on to P3 at the minute there. Wolfie and our Henson still going decently as well. Essex Perry as well. Unfortunately, him getting a penalty, but yeah, not only, actually, hold on a minute. Meanwhile, G. Benny and Hazard going for a little bit of a fight here. Hazard goes a little bit deep, but he manages to keep it good on the brakes there. Meanwhile, Wolfie and Bluebird, both these guys are very close to each other. The Bluebird with a bit of a lock up there, looks to be trying to go to the inside, but Wolfie now going on the gap on the inside. Bluebird leaves the space. He's all okay, but he's a little bit wide now, going towards the rest of this race. As well as that, though, Wolfie's going to maybe try the inside of the final corner. No, he doesn't then. But that was very close between him and the Ferrari car. But right now he's going to sit behind for another sector at least. Potentially can make a move with Stowe. We'll have to wait and see going through the rest of this lap. The interesting thing, though, I was going to mention, Blackbone not finding the pace at the minute to really break away now from Pablos. Pablos, in fact, has got DRS, has as well because of a penalty for multiple warnings. So a load of people could be doing that right now. Meanwhile, Bluebird here is going to get passed here by Wolfie. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say as well, to do with the Swan and Thomas incident, Thomas would not have wanted that to sight. It's not for just the time loss, but also the tyre wear. If he was planning a one-stop strategy, that could be out the window now. It was all, never mind, hold on a minute. Our Henson gets past Bluebird here, but that might have been tactical. Bluebird, no! It would have been maybe tactical, but now he's well off the track, and now our Henson, while he won't have DRS, yeah, he's definitely gained a spot there from Bluebird, having issues in that section of the track. Yeah, sorry, let me skip back to this though. So the small one of Thomas, obviously Thomas now might not be as open to the one stop here. He pit end of lap 9, he might have had a chance to, but that is obviously, with that spin that he has had, that is going to really hurt his wear now in this race. He might have gone for a 2-stop regardless, I don't know. But yeah, whatever it is, his strategy has at least been narrowed down probably a little bit here. But this one, unfortunately, here might also be getting a penalty. As he comes to the pit lane again, he's going to slow down again. I think he did. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think he just did there. Blue as well to the pit lane. So these guys will be trying hard to the end. But this is quite early for 2 sets of mediums. It is very early, in fact. But they're also going to have to serve their intensive penalties. They'll both be stationary for quite a while here. Yeah. Not really too much else to report on the minute. Pablos and Blackburn getting quite close. Yellow flags, though, out. Is that the small one? No, it's not. Who was that? I think it was... It might have been Blood Diamond there in the end. But, yeah, these guys are going to come out there on a set of hard tyres now. Both of them probably be now maybe trying to work together or fight for track position to the end of this race. They've got no more penalties to worry about unless they get some juicy warnings, but both of these guys should be in DRS range of each other. Coming out the pit lane here, maybe though, actually, Bluebird has got a bit of a jump on the small one, and he does. So the small one now will have to go and fight for himself if he wants that DRS range. Meanwhile, the Super Mercedes boys here, they're both quite close together at the minute. They could be going for a one-step strategy. This is something I've not really talked about. But yeah, Grimo could be going for one. Blood Diamond, I don't think he will. But Grimo, he's got the potential to maybe do it here. We'll have to wait and see. Blackbone stays out for a minute. I'd assume he'll pit around lap 14, lap 15 for that second stop. Pablos as well, he might be doing the same thing. Wolfie, though, setting the pace at the minute at 29.5 for him on a set of hard tyres. He wants to try and catch up as much as he can, too. Sorry, as yeah, I really need a drink in a minute. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Henson still sat up in P4 in a minute, but remember, he was around where the small one and Bluebird was, so he's going to continue on. Maybe try and get them fresh hard tyres on instead of a bit of a, more U set by the end of this race. But he will come into pit lane shortly, I think, the next couple of laps. He definitely has to by the pit stop rules. As meanwhile, though, we're going to be watching the fight for the lead here. Pablos is going to try and go to the outside here. Blackbone is going to try and block him off. Pablos to the outside. Blackbone to the inside here. Pablos trying to find a grip. Round the outside. He's going to just have it, in fact, here, Pablos trying to go for it. Blackbone just holds it on the outside here. And now look at these two going to be drag racing, basically, down towards the next set of corners. I don't know if Pablos is going to have it. He's going to try and stick a nose in, but he can't get it right now. I think Blackburn will be coming in, though, in the next lap or two, so as much holding up as he'll be doing as much holding up as he could possibly do, but obviously not some massively hamper his race. This could be the pit stop here. No, not yet. So he'll be doing another lap here. Probably going to take them hard. It's about 12 laps-ish. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see now as he throws it back into turn one. We're going to do another lap on them medium tyres again. Probably with high wear too, but whatever it is, once he can hold him up, that's the good news for him. Meanwhile, our Henson into the pit lane here. He'll be going to a set of hard tyres at the end of this race. This is what I thought Blackburn would be doing, but right now, actually, now I look at it, our Henson will be out in some very nice, clean air. Obviously, Bluebird this morning had to wait 10 seconds for their penalty, so I think he'll be out ahead of Graham. I think he'll be behind D-Kits, definitely ahead of Graham. And he'll be loving it. He'll be at least having a chance to chill out a little bit in this race, get his head down, potentially maybe even get a DRS off of D-Kit in the next couple of laps, unless he pits. But yeah, right now, Henson going to go to the end, and we'll see how he goes here as Graham and Bluebird and the small one. I think Graham is going to be holding up Bluebird here. Bluebird not very happy, maybe in a bit of a weave there. From him, but he's going to try and now go round the outside here. No, going to switch back to the inside. He's got DRS now. Graham a little bit wide, and Bluebird goes through, as with the small one. But the small one here looks to have got a better exit. Here we go, on the inside. He will go, the small one, and he does make the move there up into P10. Obviously, there'll be more once everybody pits. But yeah, obviously, they've got to try and get their sense of penalty somehow, and they've got to work together here to go through. As meanwhile, Blackbone into the pit lane. I thought there was going to be a proper pass for a lead then, but no. Blackbone into the pit lane here for his final stop onto a set of hard tyres. I'm sure of it. It'll just be a matter of fact of where he can come out. If Hazard gets ahead, because he'll be taking him hard tyres longer than this, I'm sure. If Hazard gets ahead, it could be a bit of a problem for Blackbone, especially because he's fighting for the win right now. We might not be fighting championship contenders this closely, but yeah, Pablos definitely wants fighting for the win. He'll be a bit closer coming out the exit. He's going to wait to take that pit limiter off. Here we go now. He's going to just take it off right now. And let's see, is he ahead here of Hazard? It's going to be very close. Hazard using a battery too. Blackburn going to come out just ahead here of Hazard. I don't think he'll have the grip to respond here, Hazard, either. The small one, the fastest up as well, takes it away, I believe, from Wolfie in the end. But no, Hazard, fortunately for him, he used all the battery he could, but it just wasn't enough to get ahead of Blackburn. And I think even if he did, it would have been a very easy pass down that next straight there. So, yeah, I think mainly unfortunate stuff for our Henson. Obviously, one of the people who are still fighting Blackburn in this championship, but Hazard just going to make the move there, and he's well out of DRS already. And in fact, he's going to go a bit wide there, Hazard too. Meanwhile, once again, the Grimo and actually Blood Diamond, both these are going to be running I think a bit of wing damage on their cars. Look, both the left-hand side end plates are gone. I had Goat Henson. I'm locked B. That's all I see on stream, unfortunately. I'm assuming that means I've locked back in. But yeah, Wolfie's in the pit lane as well for his last stop. I would not expect this to be a set of mediums. I'm expecting this to be another set of hards here for Wolfie. So he has got a bit more durable out of everybody else in this race. I would assume no medium. Yeah, definitely hard tyres on that car now. If he could get ahead of Grimmo, potentially, that would be really nice for this race, but I don't think it will happen here either. As Hassan came into the pit lane there, he'll be probably going to a set of hard tyres to the end as well. Wolfie knows to be close between these pair of Mercedes cars. He wants to get ahead of one, ideally. Can he get ahead of one? He will get ahead of Blood Diamond, I think, only just. And he does, up into P5. He won't get DRS for now, so he might be getting stuck behind Grimmo for a little bit. But yeah, he's had a bit more of his work cut out in a minute to try and maybe catch Blackbone or maybe in Pablos when he pits for that possible race win. I'm assuming Pablos here will go for another set of medium tyres. I don't know what else they could be thinking, but yeah, I'm assuming a set of medium tyres in this race, so we're probably not pitting for another couple of laps. If there is a potential safety car in this race still, then Pablos will gain big. Thomas too will also gain quite big here, but I honestly could be maybe saying that he's got a chance for a two-stop. I mean, not many people have actually made the hard tyres last insanely long. But, meanwhile, while I say that, Pablos is in the pit lane. He has ditched to what I said, and he's coming in for his final stop now. I would not think this is medium tyres. He's only taking the hards 9 laps. Across the line he'll go. So he's started lap 17, and he does want another set of hard tyres. So maybe just managing these tyres is an absolute no-go. People are pitting instead and just taking the pain of doing a two-stop instead of forcefully trying to manage this one-stop here. Let's see, though, how far away is Pablos from Blackbone. It's been a 2-lap undercut for Blackbone, so he's got a decent amount of tyre wear probably already on that car compared to Pablos now, who just comes out the pit lane. But Pablos, though, at least has got no threat behind here. He is ahead of Wolfie by about 2 and a bit seconds. And unless 3 seconds back, sorry. And unless there's penalties involved or hold here for Pablos, he will now set his sights on the lead of the race, and he'll be going for that for the rest of it. Meanwhile, not really too much else to report on right now. Most people now were making their stops. Grimmo, Blood Diamond, these two will still need to make one, I'm assuming. D-Kit as well needs to make one too, so I think we'll be probably seeing a smaller Bluebird, both of these two actually. Still trying to work together, I think, but the small one looking like he's got just a little bit more pace over Bluebird in this race. I mean, I expected that now. Now he's taken pole, but I did not expect that heading into this race at all. Another bit of an unfortunate race there for the small one, but you know what? He's still damn quick around this track. We'll have to give him props for that. Meanwhile, though, Thomas out in front continues on for another lap. We're expecting him probably to come in. If he wants to come in, I'm expecting him to come in at about the next lap or two for his set of medium tyres. I wouldn't expect that set of hards, as obviously he's made it mediums. I think, did he last 10 laps? End of lap 9, basically 10 laps in this race. So, yeah, I mean, this could be a one-stop potential here for Thomas. 10 laps and then 16 laps is the sort of usual strategy we see for Silverstone the right way round. But right here, you'll get a lot of tyre wear on the right-hand side of your car. You'll be battering that right-hand side a lot more than you think. There is a lot of fast and medium-speed right-hand corners here. I mean, turn 1, to say the least, is incredibly harsh on that right-hand side. Then Stowback was harsh on the right-hand side. Going to the other way through Beckett's, harsh on the right-hand side. Reverse Cops, harsh on the right. I think that's Luffield. I think there's exit Luffield there. Compared to what it is now, that's harsh on the right-hand side tyre. And technically turn 1 is as well, but you're not really going to be battering the tyre as much there. It's going to be completely flat out regardless. But it's not going to be working the tyre as much as turn 1 here, let's say, in this race. So, yeah, your right-hand side will be looking disgusting, to say the least. Sworn here gets ahead of D-Kit. D-Kit on their medium tyres will need to pit again. So, unfortunately, here we're not getting an insane result in this race, but he's got a chance of getting some nice positions up with those fresher tyres once he goes onto them. Meanwhile, though, Thomas still going around at the minute, and Wolfie setting the fastest lap here. He is chasing down Pablos, where he is also chasing down Blackbone. Pablos here in a minute. Gap is now 2.7. It was just over 3 seconds between the pair of Blackburn, Pablos, actually the trio, in fact, Blackburn, Pablos and Wolfie. There were 3 seconds to all of them, but everyone is slowly converging to each other. Blackburn is the lead, but we've got these two now really catching up to him. Wolfie, a bit of the outside chance here, obviously, and then 1 lap on the tyres, and the worst of the 3 in terms of track position. But he's got the pace. We know that much. As our heads to the Blood Diamond, they swap places now. I will be incredibly intrigued to see the Blood Diamond's tyre wear in a minute, because, my lord, they must be suffering by now. Whoever else going in a minute, I don't know, but surely this tyre wear is killing people. I mean, I'd assume the front and rear right are the worst. I'd maybe say the rear right is the absolute worst. I mean, the front right is getting battered, don't get me wrong. But I think the rear right is really having to get challenged here by a lot of these fast speed corners, and also the traction will also be struggling through a lot here. Meanwhile, though, Thomas Bales on the one-stop idea, if he was ever thinking it, he will now come into the pit lane. He'll relinquish the top 3 spots, and potentially he'll be fighting here. Our Henson, the small one, even as well. We'll have to wait and see. I'd assume Blood Diamond here too will be coming to the pit lane. He's got the trajectory for it. Just make sure he doesn't speed here now. He knows the limit, and he doesn't speed. Good stuff on him. Thomas Jones on a set of mediums. He'll be all out pushing here for these last few laps. He should be ahead of the small one coming out of this corner. Blood Diamond, Bluebird, and DK as well. Also in the pit lane, probably for that last medium tyre that they all have. But yeah, there you go. Thomas ahead of the small right now, who, in fact, here, I don't know how well he could manage tyres here, but if he could do it, he's got a chance here to go for it. Oh, interesting stuff. Sorry, I'm just having a look at this. Bluebird and DK choosing soft tyres. That will be very hard, because, I mean, Bluebird only did 6 laps on a set of mediums. I'll be interested to see how long these soft tyres last then. I don't know how bad DK's tyre wear has been for him, but yeah, this is the main one I want to see. Bluebird, he's got good pace, and right now, to be fair to him, he's not really got much else to do. He's 7.5 seconds behind the next car ahead of him, Blood Diamond. He might as well risk it and see how he goes in this race. That Tesla penalties massively hurt him. He could have been right around where Essex Perry is, and maybe would have had a good chance of getting P7 in this race. But yeah, right now, unfortunate stuff that he's sat this far behind, especially for the championship. Obviously, Blackbone leading this race at the minute. Pablos may have something to say about it, and that's something else I've not covered. The wins. I was covering this a lot more in Baku, as the top 3 all were winless for a long while. Blackburn, I said, last one in season 10, to my knowledge, at Monaco. And I was talking about Pablos not winning since about season 6. Bluebird not winning since season 2. But Bluebird now has picked up that win at Baku. And however badly this race has gone, you can't take that away from him at the minute. But Pablos now, he's got a good chance to win for the first time in nearly 10 seasons since his last one, which I think is his only win. And I think it was at Spain, to my knowledge, in a wet Spain. So we'll have to wait and see if he's got the pace to catch Blackburn. You'd expect it now, as he's been gaining a lot of time throughout this race. Interesting enough, I'm also noticing Pablos has got traction control on. I'd assume that's a medium traction control, but I honestly thought he played with none. So that might be me there as all Essex Perry. I think he's made a mistake there. He's pulled off a bit. Oh, no, he's got a puncture. 10 lap hold hard tyres. He has got a puncture, so he's very aggressive. And there you go, on that front right too. So, yeah, front right and rear right. I was saying those are the problem tyres. I was trying to make sure to get out of the way, and he just does there of Bluebird and D-Kits. But, yeah, I was saying the rear right could have been the issue. Maybe it actually is the front right that is getting the battering instead. Or maybe it's both of them. Maybe both of them are the big problem tyre. As, there you go, Blackbone and Pablos. Has Pablos got DRS there? It's very close between him and Blackbone now. He's not got it. But I think now Blackbone's got to play this bit smart now. he has got Pablos behind, who, this is not offence to Pablos in the slightest way here, does not look like a proper title challenger here for Blackburn. He is about 30 odd points back, Pablos, so it is achievable, definitely. But will Blackburn think of it the same way, or will he think, right, my title contender is actually a Bluebird, Alex, and our Henson. I'm instead going to just try and cover it off from them, and then just going to try and make sure that I can just solidify P2 right now, because 22 points compared to 25, it's not much, and it's not much of a gain here for Pablos here, but Pablos wants that win, I'm sure of it. Is Essex Perry just trying to limp home back to the pit lane at this point. He'll be trying to go probably for a fast lap attempt by the end of this race. But actually, speaking of which, yeah, look at that. These guys have actually set a fast lap in a minute, which is really interesting. On the set of soft tyres, they haven't set a fast lap. So, yeah, really interesting stuff, in fact. But, yeah, meanwhile, as I say all of this, Thomas and Henson, these two are getting very close together here. Henson, considering you see Essex Perry have his tyres blow up after 10 laps, we might be seeing some of these guys really risking these hard tyres right now. I mean, they could last at the end of this race, but Small One, for example, he could be risking that puncture. He's already on those 10-lap-old hard tyres, for example, and he's still got, what, 4 laps to go. So, yeah, he'd be really risking these by the end of this race. He'd be doing over half the race on a set of these tyres. If he can make it work, good on him. And it would actually be a pretty decent recovery, in all fairness, to go back to P6, despite the issues that he's had. And even with a penalty here, it would probably not drop him that far down at all. But Thomas right now, unfortunately for him, he will have to definitely settle for P5 or P4, or depending on the way it goes. But I believe it will be into P4 sooner rather than later here. He's got the tyres that are much fresher and have more grip than those hard tyres that the Haas has got on at the minute. But our Henson's still going to try and push, because he wants that P4 spot as much as anyone will in this race. But I believe it'll be quite futile trying to defend that one. He'll be trying it, though, actually, Thomas here. Nothing doing right now. And Henson as well. Not got much battery to play with. But Thomas has got the tyre advantage. He's just got to make sure to make that move before the end of the race, obviously. And we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Meanwhile, Escari did make it back to the pit lane. He's on set us off tyres, so I'm assuming that'll be his fast up attempt there, as Thomas actually looked to go, I think, for an inside move there. There's all Wolfie in the pit lane with 7-lap-old hard tyres, and he's got a puncture. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So Henson has got a chance at a podium. So does Thomas. Potentially Swan here has got a chance here as well at P5. Want to wait and see, but these two now surely will be a lot more locked in into their fight, as they've realised that Wolfie has dropped 7 laps. If people are getting it 7 laps, I don't know how some of these people are doing it. The Small One, 12-lap-old. G. Benny, 10-lap-old. The S. Gray, 8-lap-old. I mean, hell, Blackbone as well. He's fighting for the lead in a minute. And surely his tyres are really struggling already, as Pablos is also probably struggling in that turbulent air. He will be still trying to push them hard tyres as much as possible. He's even struggling with the rear tyres. But yeah, it's that front right that is really hurting some of these guys. As our Henson and Thomas a bit wide. Thomas can't make the move as of yet either on their medium tyres. They can be struggling too. Once again, if Wolfie's only getting punched on 7 laps old, then this could be an issue. G. Benny dropping down again. Has he got a puncture? I don't know yet, but it looks to me that he's really, really struggling. Our Henson third, standard for my goats. I love this guy. Whoever's doing it, I don't care. Like, if it's someone I know, whoever it is, it's incredible. But yeah. Anyway, I'm watching G. Benny at the minute here, because right now the fight for the lead and the fight for third, not really too much going on, but I'm really trying to pay attention to G. Benny's tyres. So obviously right now we've seen punctures with lesser laps on than his. So however all these tyres are going a minute, I don't know who has got the highest sort of wear in a minute, but surely all these guys are struggling. Don't worry, I'll reveal my identity at some point in time. Sorry, I'm actually going to cut away from that, though, as Pablos and our Henson are both going to be putting themselves under some pressure here. Pablos will probably for the chance into lead this race, and Thomas obviously getting put trying to put our heads under pressure. Oh my god, I can't make words up today. But yeah, it's getting close. We'll just put it that way. Thomas really trying to find any sort of move anywhere on this track. Obviously, still doing his best regardless of what's happened in this race. Obviously, contact with Smallwood has not helped him. He's going to go for a dive, but he can't make it work. He's forced Henson, though, to the outside. Can he finally use that medium tyre grip to make something work? He can't at the minute. He definitely can't, no. And he's going to try maybe go for a little bit of a move here towards it this race. No, he can't at all. But we're on the last lap here now. Pablos has got to make this move on this straight. Surely he's going to be pushing them tyres as much as possible. Can he do it? Can our Henson hold on for a podium position, or can Thomas snatch it away from him? Let's wait and see now. Meanwhile, Blackburn out in front. Can he take the win here, or will his tyres crumble in the final moments? Can our Henson do the same? Let's wait and see here. The first sector, Pablos, nothing doing in a minute for him, but he's still got chances in this race. Whatever it is, though, he is not going to be able to really find anything good with that sort of battery on his car. Meanwhile, Thomas and our Henson, they're both going to go for it now. Our Henson, though, shouldn't be using his battery more often here, as Thomas is really dumping it now. And Thomas to the inside. Is he going to make it work? There's very late braking for the pair of them, but Thomas will swoop round and take P3. I think our Henson will use that battery more often there. He's going to surely pull away now in these final moments, unless our Henson's got something to say about it. But we're going to very quickly go back to these guys out in front. I think Blackbone is just going to have it after all of that. Pavlos, charged as he did, just couldn't make it work in the end. They've got to make sure that they've got no punctures across this line now, especially when they're coming across these final few corners. They're quick and fast, but right now, Blackburn has been the fastest of the lot. He is going to take the win here at Silverstone Reverse, and he's going to be happy with himself for that one. Pablos in P2. Thomas looks like he's going to take P3 here. Henson, unfortunately, he's been searching for a podium for a long while, but it's unfortunately, unless there's issues that Thomas has been involved in, it's not coming here. Blackman going, Cookie, yeah, mate, your first win since season 10. Brilliant stuff from you. Lovely drive as well from Pablos and Thomas, and our Henson as well, as they take P3 and P4. The small one will take P5. With that penalty in the end, he will drop behind Wolfie in P6 now. A small one, after pole position, you got to remember, he was on pole. That is incredible stuff, mind you, but unfortunately for him, the race has not gone his way in the slightest, and he is in P6. Hazard in P7, Grimmo P8, and Blood Diamond P9. These guys are pretty damn well to keep their tyres in check as well. G. Benny across the line soon for P10. Oh no, he's only just got the puncture. Oh no, he might not get P10. Blue are going to race to the line here. He will just get it, and he goes to P10 instead. D-Kit P11. G. Benny just trying to make it across the line there. So all in all, that's what, 4 punches I think we've seen after all of that. So wow, incredible stuff. So even with a dry race, we have seen a bunch of stuff still happening. But Blackbone is the one to take his first win since Monaco at season 10 here. He'll be well happy with himself. That is going to really help his championship lead grow that bit further too. Pablos in P2 as well. Unfortunately for him, it's 2 P2s in a row, but he'll have to settle for that second place once again. And Thomas in the end just took that podium away on the last lap from our Henson to get his, I want to say, 3rd podium of the season. He's done incredibly so far. Oh no, so it's his 2nd podium of the season, sorry. My bad. But yeah, there you go. Race winner, fast lap, driver of the day, most overtakes. Apparently no one was the cleanest driver anymore. I think everyone was just having absolute nightmares this race. But there you go. Blackman takes the win from Pablos and Thomas in P3. Our Henson just missing out on the podium in the end in P4. Wolfie P5 with the fastest lap as well. The small one started on pole, but a bit of a complicated race. Turns into P6 at the end. Hazard in P7. Grimmo and Blood Diamond finish together, P8 and P9. Bluebird rounds out our top 10. DK P11, G Benny P12. The guys to be lapped of S. Graham and Essex Perry do score points at the end, but our only non-finisher was CJ Drama in P15. I will try and give you the update results here. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, just incredible stuff all round though. from most people. I'm very impressed by most people here. Let me just make sure that everything here is all correct. I believe it all is. Just give me one more second here. Right, there we go. That should be everyone all okay now. Right, we are gonna. Oh, last time I was close to a heart attack. Anyway, sorry. We are gonna go back just to the title here and what is happening in a minute. Really, we're gonna have Blackbone, the first driver to reach 100 points, clear of our Henson, who has found his way up to P2, and Thomas as well takes P3 away from Bluebird as he moves up to third with 80 points. Our Henson on 87, Bluebird on 78, Pablos with another second place, moves up a further spot to also be on 78 points. Alex drops 2 places here after not racing to go to 63 points after all of that. Blood Diamond moves ahead of DK, though, to take P7 in the championship here on 48 points compared to 46. Rose in P9 obviously only did one race and won the actual main race and took P2 in the sprint. He's P9, but the small one now, up 4 places. He is P10 in the championship here, just taking Gabby, who did not race this race, sorry. Meanwhile, we're going to go also to the constructor standings. This is what I want to look at. It's looking like McLaren versus Red Bull for the constructors. Haas, they've actually just broke the 100-point mark, Haas, but they are looking to be in P3 and have got more competition behind, really. But yeah, right now, McLaren leading by only, I want to say, 18 points to Red Bull. McLaren, they're doing their best to keep hold of their constructors' title, but constructors' title lead anyway. But Red Bull are slowly catching it. Pablos and Dekit have got nice consistency, even when Blackbone is at the top. G. Benny, unfortunately, cannot find the results that he might want in this race. But they're on 142 points compared to 124. Haas in third on 103. Aston Martin, though, up 2 as well on 88. Ferrari down 2 to 85. And they're in P5 there anyway. Mercedes, though, good race from them. They move up 1 to P6 on 82 points. Racing Bulls drop 2 places, though, and now 69 points. Williams in P8 on 61. Sauber P9 on 56. And Alpine last on the board here with 48. Despite Wolfie's efforts, they can't really go much quicker than last place so far. However, though, that is the first half of the season all done and dusted. You're not going to have a week break. We're going straight in next week at Singapore, and we're going to have our last 4 races then. Be Bahrain, Interlagos, Melbourne, and Austria. I cannot wait to see you all then. I'm Miss Cookie. This has been BRL Season 15, Round 5 here at Silverstone Reverse. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.